Hot Facts with Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hey. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. K-Reese 007 for Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Thank you for tuning in. Hot facts, hot facts. Hot facts with Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come in.
Hey, Hot Facts to Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Well, it's perfect that you said that, man. This is your lane. You made this. This is your baby, and you're gonna see it through. You know, that's great. When Dash Bandicoot told me about you, and I'm like, I've never heard of this man before. But if you're, he was like, he basically told me he would follow you to war if there was a war. I'm like, I gotta check him out. You know, and that's how I started watching your channel.
This guy, he brings the energy. He's got the best intro in all of YouTube, mate. He's got other people saying his name, and there's a reason for that. And he can get subscribers from anyone. It's with his great personality, man. The Hot Facts is exactly that, man.
Hot Facts, KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert.
Reese. What's up, guys? You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Take care.
This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Baruvi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? Hot Facts with Robert Reese, people. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have a great one today, people. We're going to have a great interview. It is Black History Month. Told everyone, the first 2 years, trying to get a lot of stuff going on Black History Month, and it did not pan out to the way I would have liked. And I said 2024, not going to have it like that. It will be the way it's supposed to be. We are supporting Black business, young entrepreneurs, people out there that are doing the do, they're doing the grind, and they're starting up their own businesses, people. This is the gig economy. This is what we do. You start up your business, man, you get it going, and you make sure that you do the best you can. So you guys saw the trailer of this, man. We got big dogs. Okay, big dogs, Bessemer coming in, and it's gonna be a great one. It's gonna be a great interview. Up and coming, I would say, YouTuber on the cooking side and doing a great thing with his burgers, his hot dogs, his chicken, and everything else like that. He's been doing a great job. When he goes ahead and clicks the link, let me go ahead. I sent it to him. Let me just make sure he has it there. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this, guys. Let me go ahead and do this really quick. Let me do this. Let me do this really quick. Let me see. No, don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Okay, give me one quick sec here. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to go here. I'll go ahead and do it right there. Let me reload this. All right. So I just sent them another text and said, go ahead and click the link. Link should be up there. And also on Jeffrey on Nightbot, he is going to be throwing these things up. So you guys will be able to see his link up there. His link is also pinned up there in the chat. So the link is pinned there. His link is also in the description bar of the live here. So it's in the live. Jeffrey is throwing it up there. to go up there for Nightbot, and then it is going up and it is pinned there. People, let me go ahead and do this for you guys. Let me go ahead and do this at the stage real quick.
Can't see me.
Let me go ahead. Yep, I got you. I got you. People, we in the building. We in the building, people. Let me tell you, when I get excited for something, and a lot of you guys already know, when I get excited, I get excited. And all you guys know I love food. I go into places. I do food reviews, people. I see people set up on their own carts, selling their own hot dogs, burritos, whatever it may be. They allow me to go and film them, watch them do their thing, and then I set it up for them, let people see what they got going on, and we make it happen. I'm very excited for this one right here. I just happened to be going through, and let me tell you how I found you. I was on LA Try Guy. I was watching his stuff, and Mr. Chime Time popped up. Grub ENT, you know, I watched that, and I said, hold up, what type of burger is that right there? And it was your channel, so I clicked on it, and I said, no way. I said, no way is he doing it like this. So I went through. I watched all your shorts. I watched all of them. I went through and watched them all. I said, he got support from the people, the church supporting him. He out there in the parking lot, they allowing him to go out there and do his thing. I said, they must taste really that good. So I said, let me see what I could do for Black History Month. Get this thing going on to show some love for some Black business. Hit you up, made that connection, and people, we are here. Now, all y'all know I'm Hot Facts, but without no further ado right now, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let Big Dog go ahead and introduce himself. Let him know, let y'all know where he's from and everything. Go ahead.
I appreciate the platform. Man, of course, you know, everybody call me Big Dog now because of the business, but my name is James. From here, Bessemer, Alabama. You know, I'm an Alabama guy. And yeah, I'm the owner of Big Dog's Bessemer. It started off as a small, tiny dream. Maybe about 9 years ago, I had this dream that I should probably sell food because it was a huge passion of mine. And now I'm on year 4 of the business. And I don't know, one day I was just chilling. I was creating content, recording myself, doing it. And Jamisha just was like, hey, she was sitting on the couch and she was like, you need to start YouTube. I already had the channel set up, but she was like, you recording all this content, you need to start putting it out. So I said, okay, that day I said from that day forward, so that was January, probably like 3rd or 2nd. I said from here on out, no matter what, I'm going to put a new piece of content out every day. So, and I guess like you said, you saw the content and it came across. It was just about making sure I was consistent because I already had established being consistent with cooking because pretty much everybody knew I can call Big Dog, he gonna cook. In the beginning, when I first started, I used to cook from 11 o'clock in the morning to 3 a.m. every day. So just that grind and me loving food and actually caring about what I serve, it kind of just got me here, and YouTube and kind of just opened me up to the world.
Yeah, and you said January 3rd, right? So check this out, people. I want you to understand this, the growth so fast, and why I tell you guys that shorts count and shorts matter, and the consistency in you putting videos up. People, you know, I'm approaching 2,900 videos in 2 years. I'm throwing them up, and the consistency that you keep yourself there, it gets yourself out there. An example is this right here. January 3rd, people, he already has a video that's going to be approaching 400,000 views. Okay, that is a viral video. When you go viral, that video by itself is going to get you. You be like, that video right there got me all them subs. I got a video that got me over 6,000 subs. Okay, it's got the video has 1.3 million views. It's got me over 6,000 subs. I know that video that you got right there. You said, hold up, all these subs came in from here, and then all those other videos, people, tens of thousands, the 2,000s, all those videos have subs attached. Now he is approaching 500,000, 500,000 views, people, going from January 3rd all the way until now with the success of putting the videos up. He's interviewing people out there, but more importantly, he's showing you what he does. He's showing you the food, and it looks like you can smell it through your phone, but you can't, and that's the worst thing about it. Elon Musk, do something about that. Make us smell the food. Make us smell the food. He's doing that, people, and his channel is growing in the shorts. He's gotten success, and they are putting him in the ranks of the LA Try Guy and Grub ENT people. These the Asian guy, he's solo. You're up there with him also. So they have you in the group with all of those people right there. Your burgers are showing up. You're showing up with the guy that tries the pizzas and gives them the rating. You show up there. So you are in a good light right now. And I just want to say congratulations on doing that and then making that choice. Now with the business now, you're cooking. How long have you been cooking?
Oh, well, the cooking started about, so what we like 2024. The cooking actually kind of, all right, so look, this is my background real quick so people can understand. I actually come from a household where my mother, my sister, and my granny could throw down. But think about it, the way we were raised, I wasn't allowed to be in the kitchen. Because it kind of, we're in the South, they're more kind of traditional. Your mama cook, granny cook, you just come to the table and eat. So what changed my life was I went to college. When I go to college, I start hanging around the fellas, I playing football or whatnot. And I always got made fun of because I did not know how to cook. And they would be like, how your mama can cook like this, but you can't do nothing? How can your sister cook like this? But and I said, when I was trying to explain, like, well, that really wasn't my role. My role was to make sure you go to practice. Do your work, which I didn't do a good job of doing my schoolwork. But, that was more so the role. I wasn't allowed to be in the kitchen. So me hanging around those guys sparked my interest into grilling. And one of my partners, he was so into it that it kind of like, I felt myself always just watching grilling videos with every ounce of free time I had. So you got to think, that's like 2011. I start grilling myself, around about 2013. And I had and some people really can't believe this because it sounds so untrue. But I had like a 3-year run where I grilled something every single day, even if I worked, because I used to work in a copper plant. So I would do a 12-hour shift, 13, 14-hour shift, still come home and grill. So I was grilling like that every day, even if it was just, okay, I'm just grilling a potato. So think about all the work I had to do just to get to year 4 of Big Dawgs. So that's the stuff that people don't see. Like, no matter what, if I would have a bad day, I still would grill. If I had a good day, I still would grill. And then the grilling passion took over. It started making me, okay, I really need to learn how to cook. So I started messing around in the kitchen, started buying a bunch of cast iron skillets, actually learning the trade without never being, because, I never went to culinary school. It's and it's so scary. It's all self-taught by watching the Barbecue Pit Boys on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Gordon Ramsay, Kitchen Nightmares. And when I got tired of watching those two guys, that's when I stumbled across, and of course, everybody knows LES BBQ. And so,
yeah, LES.
Yes, Les. And just those 3 people, I would just sit and watch their stuff religiously, and then I would go outside and do it. And I even had a little era where I would set a TV up outside and do it exactly how they doing it. Even man, that's a guy, I don't even know if he puts content out anymore, but he's in Texas. His name was Franklin Barbecue. I used to watch his stuff. So that passion just came from, it came from getting made fun of, not being able to know how to cook, and I wanted to fit in. Because those guys I went to college with, man, them guys can throw down.
Well, it looked like you throwing down, and same here. See, I grew up, we really weren't in the kitchen because my family, we from Louisiana. I'm in California, but we from Louisiana. I got people in Texas and all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like you said, the women there doing the cooking, you know what I'm saying? And it's the grandma, her daughter's in there, and then the little babies that's trying to learn is just watching. They say, go crack an egg or something, teaching them. And so, like you said, we just go be eating. So I always have to try to sneak and learn how to do the cooking side from the kitchen too, because they all did that. My dad is the barbecue dude. So my dad was always barbecuing and doing stuff like that. So while they was inside there, certain holidays, my dad is the one doing most of the food. The women go make the potato salads, all the desserts and stuff like that to add into the meats and stuff that he doing. So we'd be around the grill learning how to cook and everything. I got Reese BBQ. Now, like you said, you was at a plant working. I was at a warehouse, Harbor Freight, doing 12, 13-hour shifts, coming back home, getting on my smoker and cooking. I got to the point to where I was like, well, every Friday, these people here be going and getting a couple noodles and stuff. So I start selling plates at my job. So I start selling plates, start off at 2 plates bringing in, and then everybody get the same. I make the same thing every Friday. It's something different, but every Friday, that's the menu up. That Friday, that's what it is. If you want extra this, extra that, I'll put that on my spreadsheet, get you there. Got to the point to where I was bringing in to work every Friday 38 plates. Okay, 38 plates at $10 a plate. You going in on Friday, and getting that extra in, and then getting that every month. And then I've been doing that too, so I understand your road. Now I wanted to get a food truck, but it hasn't happened yet. That's something that I still want to do. Get a food truck, because out here I like no all flavor, no grease, and I like barbecuing with AB. Okay. So I want to get a truck and do something like that. It has not happened yet, but you're out there with the people cooking and they're watching you do your thing. What ultimately gave you the confidence to say, I'm about to go get up the tent, the canopy, put it down, bring my stuff? What made you go to the first business and say, hey, can I set up here and do my thing?
Interesting story, and I'm glad you asked that question, because my journey, the reason why I've been documenting my journey, because, and I'm eventually have to write a book too, because it's kind of scary the way the Most High took me on this journey. I never did none of that. I never reached out to nobody. I never called a business. I never tried to sell food. What I was doing was, I actually had moved home. I think I probably had like $3 in my pocket. I was down pretty bad. My father had got up in age, and I started living with him. Well, not up in age. He passed away. He was actually a young guy, but he had a stroke, and so I kind of was staying on my pops, grinding. I was going to the school, working all day. I was doing little cleaning in and out jobs, just hustling, just trying to figure out my purpose. But what I would do when I would get off work every day, I would stand in the yard and grill. And my dad really was a real popular guy. So, of course, on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's going to be a yard full of people. And I would just cook. And what I would do was I would go spend my money, buy a bunch of food, cook it, and I wouldn't eat none of it. Like, to this day, I still do that. Like, I can cook all day and won't eat nothing. I just want to see people reaction. And I'll be like, okay, is that good? Yeah. So what actually happened was, the start of Big Dawgs, my daddy closed his eyes. He dies.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, no, it's good. This is 20. So it was 20. He died in 2020. I can't remember what month. He dies. So, usually like in the South, I had a group of people in the yard every day for almost 2 weeks. They would bring alcohol. They would bring food. They would bring coolers. Even it was one day where my auntie, all her uncles and stuff, they just fried fish all day. And the whole time, I guess my way of grieving was I just was standing out there cooking too. So I would crank the grill up. I would grill. And my Uncle Daryl, you know what he said to me? He said, you need to stop giving these folks all this food. He said, you should sell it. He said, they coming in the yard, they eating. He said, I guarantee you, if you told them that you'll sell it, that they'll probably buy it. So I said, you think so? He said, yeah. So I had the idea one day. I was riding around. I said, I'm going to ask this guy if he'll let me set up on his property and sell food. He said, yes. The guy said yes. But my Uncle Daryl told me, don't do that. Stand in the yard. He said, think about it. You stand in the yard. You done already built this up as a spot where everybody's walking by, everybody driving, and say, Lil James out there cooking. Lil James out there cooking. He said, stand right here. So guess what I did for the first 2 years of the business? I stood in the yard. No, I would have slow days where I maybe like make $1, $2. And when I literally say $1, $2, I'm dead serious. I would have a day where I may make $600. But I just did that constantly and I didn't stop. And what I noticed was people would talk about it, but a lot of people wouldn't come try it. That was the negative part. So I wasn't really making any money. I never really made a dime. I just was just trying to stay above water with it, grinding with it. Because I was like, it's going to catch because I know I got a good product. I know it's good. So what actually happened one day was a lady named Ashley McClain. She called me. I'll never forget. She was the store manager of Title Max in Bessemer. She asked me, she said, hey, I've been looking at your food and I would love if you would come set up and serve your food to people. And I said, okay. I was kind of weary about it, right? Because I had never left the yard. So I did it on a Saturday. I never cooked that much a day in my life. It's like the second I stood right there, it changed drastically. The only thing I did not have figured out at that point was, okay, I got the product down. I just didn't know how to market myself good.
Right.
So what I was doing was I said, okay, I got to get away because just this making a single post on Facebook and Instagram, that ain't enough. So what I actually started doing was the person I was dating at the time, I would ask them to record me and I would do skits for Royal Oak Charcoal because that's one of the products that I actually loved. And I was like, I bet I can make enough noise with this Royal Oak stuff that they'll reach out. So guess how long I did those skits? A full year.
A full year,
I woke up one day, Royal Oak liked every single post on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and then reached out to me and told me that I don't have to pay for charcoal anymore. True story.
Yeah.
True story. To this day, I still have those screenshots where they was like, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the charcoal. So when I saw that impact, I said, okay, I know I got something. But in anything, it's a journey and a road. Because I started getting a little stagnant. I was like, man, I'm not growing. I'm not making enough money. What am I doing wrong? And what I just learned was your dream and your ambition can take you so far, but to make it, you know what you really got to have? You've got to have a great mentor. And now that part of the business is where I met Uncle Boz. I don't know if you've seen the content with him. Older guy with a beard.
Yes.
Yeah. And I really, truly adopted him. And I'm glad he did. He kind of made me his nephew. He's been in business, I don't know, for however long, longer than I've been living. He's actually the president of the Black Chamber of Commerce here in Birmingham. And he would just come to the house. And I'm going to tell you how I met him. Quick story. I'm going to tell you how I met him. I was trying to figure out how to market Big Dawgs. At the time, he was the president of the Booster Club for Winona High School, the high school I graduated from.
Okay.
And I said, how much would you charge me if I ran a commercial during the football games? And he was like, well, I can mock you up a little draft commercial because he's got background in radio and photography and stuff like that. So I knew he was going to give me a good product. He wrote out a little commercial for me. I can't even remember how much money I gave him, but I paid him. Do you not know every quarter it was sponsored by Big Dawgs Bessemer and he would shout out the business. And right then I saw the immediate results. People would leave the game Friday night, get up Saturday morning, come eat the food. They was like, yeah, I heard Uncle Boz announcing your food. So from that point on, anytime I would talk to him, I would do exactly what he tell me to do. And one of the things I learned with him, he does not give you advice that he don't know nothing about. Like a lot of times I would get people to come to me, man, you need to get a bigger grill. Man, you need to do this. Man, you need to do this. But they're saying it from a perspective because they don't know what they're talking about. They're just talking.
Exactly.
What I noticed with Uncle Boz, he was the first mentor that I had that just wasn't talking. And you know the scarier part? A lot of the advice was from people who actually have food trucks. But Think about it. Their business is set up a certain way. My business is set up a certain way. Their advice may be right. It just wasn't right for what I had going on.
Yeah, for what you got going on, exactly.
So I never looked at it like, oh, they were hating on me. In my mind, I used to have those negative thoughts like, man, they try to tell me something that throw me up. They wasn't. They're just trying their best to help. Like another example real quick, my mother and my father, they were doing the best that they can with their advice. What it was how can you give somebody advice for something you haven't done? So a lot of times I would take it a negative way, but it's not, they just trying their best to help me. So what I learned was, okay, let me find somebody who's tailored advice and know exactly what's going on that can help me. And the Most High just sent me Uncle Boz, and like this journey I'm on is crazy. Like I saw his consistency with making sure he posts, making sure he do this, making sure, and I saw, okay, is that something I want to be like when I get his age? Yeah, because I can see, okay, I can see the work ethic, I can see it. So just him being my mentor, it kind of changed my life and my perspective, and it helped me a lot, to be honest.
Man, excellent right there. Excellent. Because people, you got to understand everything he said about the people just helping out, giving advice. You know, everybody wants to have a helping hand, you know, and they're just trying to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? This is what I see. But people, when you are actually in the game, it's a fine line in between each thing or each type of business out there. You know what I mean? You can't do what this business is doing because you need this lane here and not this lane. You might be going to the same direction, but the training courses you getting is going to be specified to what you got going on. He's got a great mentor there. Now, I know what I chose to do was simplify my menu. So I'm not trying to be making all this crazy stuff, make things that I could put together that taste real good, that goes together in combination. Now, what made you?
Can I add something real quick right there?
Yeah, go ahead.
The key thing I want everybody to hear, whoever hears this interview, take this, and this would be the best advice I can ever give somebody. When you just said you want to do something simple, right? Every successful business is nothing complicated about it. All the great businesses that work, if you just sit back and look, it's simple. McDonald's, what do they? They sell burgers. They don't try to sell rib slabs on Saturday. They sell burgers. They may add a chicken sandwich or a McRib, but it's going to be within the system. So just use Big Dawgs Bessemer as an example. Just think about how simple it is. It's ground beef. I don't waver away from ground beef. It's either ground beef and I might do a little chicken wing. But it's simple. Every time somebody comes up and look at the menu, of course I do smoked wings too on select days. But when somebody comes up and looks at the menu, they say, hey, what all you got? I got burgers and I got Polish sausages. Everything comes with ground beef, bell pepper, onion, barbecue, and mustard. That's it. You'll have people, you ain't got mustard, you ain't got mayonnaise, you ain't got lasagna. No, it's ground beef, bell pepper, onion, barbecue, and mustard. And that's why I said when you say simple, I didn't want to cut your wisdom, but I wanted people to drive it home. It's got to be simple. If you're going to sustain and be successful, it's going to be simple. Just think about it, and I'm gonna give you another example before I finish up. What does Les sell?
Oh,
what is he known for?
Oxtails.
Okay, he sells oxtails. Does he sell chicken lasagna on weekends?
No. What he add in, what Les do, he got the oxtail. Then he'll tell you, look, we got these briskets over here. Then he'll say we got these ribs, but they all on that big giant smoker because it's in the system.
See what I'm saying? It's not that deep. And so when I learned that, and what made me notice that was that if I have like a cashier working for me, they'll get nervous. They'll be like, oh, I messed it up. You can't mess it up. Because let's say somebody orders a champ burger with no onion. Cool. Somebody orders something no mustard. It's not wasted because it's not an out of the ordinary meat. Like it'll be different if somebody came up and got a lobster plate and you told me to make the burger. It still can get so, it can't mess it up. It's all ground beef,
Right.
bell pepper, onion, barbecue, and mustard. Now, when we get the building and get the restaurant, are we going to expand the menu? Yes, because there are other cuisines that I do cook well, but no, in business, it has to be simple.
Right. Now you said the champ. I was gonna go ahead and get into that. Now, start with the champ, or go through the names of the burgers, and then break down what the champ is so that they know what it is.
Okay, so on my menu, just real quick, so I can take out through the menu. My menu is based on my life and what I'm into. So, starting with our burgers, our champ burger is pretty much just a single patty burger. It's going to come with 1 slice of cheese, sesame seed bun. It's going to be topped with grilled onions, bell pepper, and ground beef mix, topped on the burger, with finished up with barbecue and mustard. So that's the champ burger. Now, I do offer a single, which will be a champ, and then I have a double, which we call the Roddy, or like short for Rottweiler, because that's like a dog that I really, really like. And we have the Bully. The Bully would be the triple. So for the burger options, you can get a single, double, or a triple. Champ, Roddy, and the Bully. Our most popular burger is the Roddy burger, which is a double with all the fixings. Now, when we go to our Polish sausages, I have 3 options. I have, of course, we're here in Alabama, so the #1 seller is going to be the Conecuh sausage, which we call the Snoop Dogg. And it's the top the exact same way. That grilled onion, bell pepper, and ground beef mix, topped with barbecue and mustard on a hot dog bun. And it's Conecuh sausage, which is called a Snoop Dogg. Then we have a beef option, which is called our Pit Bull. So the people that be like, I want an all beef, because a lot of people like that beef option. They be like, I want a beef option. I give them that. And what I added, like on year 2 into the business, I finally added a turkey sausage, which is called a Doberman. So that is the only thing that doesn't match the menu, because it's a turkey sausage topped with bell pepper, onion, and ground turkey. So that's the only item that is not the traditional ground beef, bell pepper, onion, barbecue, and mustard. And the Doberman does well, but it does more well during more like your summertime. It don't really do good for me in like the winter months, if that makes sense. And the last item on the menu is called the Big One. It's, of course, my dad's favorite show is Sanford and Son, so he'd be like, the big one, here it is.
Yeah. Here I come, Elizabeth.
Here I come, Elizabeth. Yeah. And so that's our triple burger, topped with a Snoop Dogg on top, or a Conecuh sausage. So you're going to get 3 patties, 3 slices of cheese. You're going to get a whole Conecuh sausage split, cut in half, stacked on top of the burger with all those toppings: ground beef, bell pepper, onion, barbecue, and mustard on top of the sesame bun. It's called the Big One. And
now the big one, the big one is the one I got on the thumbnail. I got the big one up on the thumbnail, and then people, that's the one in the community post. People, when I put up, will you eat this? The big one is the one I put up there. People, that's the one I said that's what it is right there. Because out here, I start getting into putting the sausages on, because it's a guy by the name of Big Mike. Big Mike Burger been around forever. It's very simple, just like you said. He just got burgers. He got a single, a double. It's just burgers and fries and hot links. That's all Big Mike sell. His patties are so big though. So when you get the regular burger is the size of like 2.5 burgers. When you get the double burger, you will see people, let me get a double burger. They be like, huh? It come out so big, but he put the hot link on every single burger. Only thing he do a little different is you can add the egg. You can add an egg on that if you want to. And you do that with the fries, just like you. He put the sauce. You get a choice from your ketchup, your barbecue sauce, and your mustard. And then he has relish packets on his picnic tables in his spot in case you want some relish. He don't put it on there for you. You do that if you want it. Yes. But putting the sausage on there gives the burger it gives a burger a certain taste. You know what I mean? I like pastrami burgers just because it's something else on top of the beef. And I appreciate how like when you say the veggies, you getting meat with your veggies, that, and it just comes. How many like let's say on a typical day, how many burgers on the average do you sell in the hours that you out there?
I could get specific if I pulled it up, but let's just do an average Friday and Saturday, right? The way the business is going now, I'm probably running through daily. Well, no, we're not even gonna do a Friday Saturday. We'll just say daily if we do it, average it out. I'm probably running through 80 patties a day. But you got to think,
okay,
that's just the burger side. That's still not the Polish sausage side. So the business isn't gotten to the point to where it's uncontrollable for me yet. It's still manageable by me. But the YouTube and the interviews I'm doing lately with the street interviews, it is increasing it more. So that way, now it's pretty much making me work less hours because I sell out faster, if that makes sense.
Right.
And then now the people don't want to come and get a champ. They want to go ahead and be like, look, let me try the big one. Let me go ahead and try it. So that goes to my patty count even quicker. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Now, do you have a regular that man like he come and get the triple? He getting the big one. Like, do you got somebody to where all they order is the big one? That's all they get?
Most people. Most of my customers, if they come, because you got to think too, I didn't say this about the menu. You don't have to get the big one to get a sausage. You can put the sausage on the champ and the Roddy too. So I got my regulars, when they call, they order and they're like, you know what I want? It be the double with the sausage, or it be the big one. They're not coming to get it once a month. They're coming 2-3 times a week, especially like my warehouse guys, my blue collar guys. Those guys are getting off work, or before they go in, I want the big one, or I want the double add the sausage. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And one thing I can notice from the videos, your toasting of the bread is pretty much spot on and perfect. It looks like you got a little bit of a hard crunch on the bottom, so that, you know what I'm saying, so the juices can soak up in to that thing, so it ain't gonna fall apart. And what I also enjoy is the fact that you said, I'm gonna do it how I like going to a burger joint. If I see foil, real Reynolds wrapped around the burger, people, I know I'm going to the right spot. Now, your chicken wings, I want to talk about them. The chicken wings, how popular are those with competing with the sausage and the burgers?
So I didn't tell you about this. Everybody's fascinated by the burgers, right? It wasn't the burgers that it wasn't the burgers. You know, I started off only selling Polish sausages. That was it.
Okay.
On day one, I only sold Polish sausages. You either getting a beef sausage or you want a Kaneka. What I realized, I was like, this ain't gonna work. Some people just don't want a sausage. So what I did was, I was always known for my smoked wings, my whole wings. So I added the smoked whole wings to the menu. They took off like crazy. But I was sitting in the house one day and I said, man, I really need to start selling burgers, because somebody would come, and this is what happened with the business. Somebody would come and get a Polish sausage, get a burger, and then get them some wings. So the burgers was the last thing I added. But I knew for my burgers to stand out, I got to do something that nobody else is doing. So here in Alabama, I don't know if you heard him, but he's a pretty famous guy. He goes their way. He's called Travis. He's been cooking probably longer than 40, 50 years. And it's his style of burger to stack it with ground beef, bell pepper, onion. That's his style. It's a Chicago style from what I've learned. Because I got a frat brother that's actually from Chicago. He's like, oh, that's like a Chicago dog. Long story short, I said, man, what if I took our most famous sausage here in Alabama and put it on a burger? That's when I designed the big one. And when I did that, it's like the burger, it blew up. Like one time I posted me making the big one, I think it had over like 3,000 shares on Facebook, just 3,000 shares, and it happened in with like 2 days because people had never seen a burger stacked that high with Kaneka. So it was just like that was my unique item. That if you want that, you got to come to me. It's nobody else doing it.
What grade of ground beef are you using, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't mind. I use 80/20.
Okay, yep. Still get that fat content enough to go ahead and get up in there and make it moist. Okay.
Yeah.
People, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that 73. People, you ain't getting that 73. You know, he want them things, you know, to be right. Oh, and people out there, if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to go ahead and throw them out. I'll go ahead and throw them at them too. Now,
it's 80/20. That was works for me. And also the thing that I did not say, and I forget this all the time, and Uncle Boss always be on me about make sure you tell them, they're all handmade and weighed by me. I do not go buy you any frozen patties out of the box. It's handmade 80/20. And like what we said earlier, because I know I'm jumping around a lot, because I know that's how my brain works. Remember, I was telling you about advice. One of the number one advice everybody tried to give me, man, you should buy those patties frozen. I wouldn't do that. You losing money. I wouldn't do that. That was everybody's advice for me to sell frozen patties. And the reason why I said that won't work, and I know it won't, if you're standing watching me cook and preparing your food, and you see me dropping frozen patties, that's not the aesthetic I want. I want fresh ingredients. And I learned that with Ramsey. Watching Gordon Ramsay videos, man, if it's fresh and seasoned right, you're going to have a superior product to anybody.
Yeah, and when you out there, you setting up at your spot, you know, I'm not gonna do the frozen stuff anyway, because some people like to watch you make their thing because they trying to figure out, man, can I do this at home sometime? So when they watch you do your thing, you always go have your cooling system there so that you can have your meat already to how you got it. You already got it weighed, so when it's in your little cooling system there, bam, it's fresh. It's going out. You see the grease come out the meat, you know what I'm saying? And you got that same grease mixing up with them onions and stuff and get it in right. Fresh. Mr. Flex says, when are you coming to New Jersey? So I would just ask it just like this. Do you have any plans on traveling, hitting the following county, the following state, trying to do stuff like that?
Right now, Tuscaloosa, Alabama is number one on our list. We travel to them every other weekend. But I'll give you the exclusive on your platform since you you reached out. We're working on the Memphis pop-up, and more than likely, I hate to say this, but it's probably gonna be between Huntsville, Alabama, and then Atlanta. But Memphis is number one right now. I've been getting a strong following from there. I got a few people up there. But yeah, we're gonna travel. I am gonna do pop-ups. I am going to, because I need everybody to try the product once, and I guarantee you, it's no competition with this burger and these wings and these Polish sausages. It's fresh cooked food that I feel like street food is missing in Alabama. The other states, they more so embrace street food, especially like your Californias and your Floridas. They and even in
that's
Georgia,
what we do.
Yeah, they embrace street food. And when I would travel and go places, I think that was kind of one of the things that I just got from being around my folks. We eat street food. We don't, no knock on restaurants, but nobody wanted to go to a restaurant. We knew the people on the street got the best food. And it's always been like that from day one. They will always have a superior product because you knew it was made with love and it was fresh.
So pop-ups. There is somebody here in the gig space that I do with the DoorDash and Uber Eats and all that stuff up there. He's in Memphis. He's doing something with local black businesses and things like that in his community, the DoorDash Revolution. He just became monetized here on YouTube, but he's in Memphis in that area, and he's trying to get black business involved, so people can showcase some stuff. Because like you said, the street food thing, you get street food in a place where it's not normally supposed to be, you got something good there. And you don't do no fries, right? You don't do no fries
No
or sides.
fries. No
That is
sides.
crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy, G. You got a good thing. You got if they don't need no fries, you got a good thing going on. You know that. You know that.
That was one of the things advice everybody give me. Man, you need to get you some fries. That's the only thing they would always say. You need to get some fries. You need to get the fries. But nobody never thought I do everything. I do the marketing. I do the prepping of the food. Adding fries would damage my product because I just don't have. Now, will we eventually add fries? Yeah, we probably will, especially when we go to a building. Because I do want a restaurant. But I also want to keep the street food going. It's just street food is where it's at. And think about it. I started during the pandemic. I saw everybody close. I saw everybody go out of business. But what I noticed was if you keep it simple and fresh, they're gonna come.
Right. Woo-wee. So you got the Polish and you got the beef. You got that there. And what I like about it is, you know, you just don't got the regular pork hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't got no ballparks. Trying to put a ballpark up there. Ain't nobody trying to eat no ballpark for street food. We you know what I'm saying? We trying to make sure we get that in. I also like how you did not add the bacon wrap. I also liked how you didn't do that, because some people will get turned off because of their feeling about pork. You know what I mean? So they'll be like, man, why you got bacon over here? We don't want no bacon. We want what you got. That's what we need. So anyone can come from anywhere and eat your food. You're not gonna get sick, people. And it's food with love. I strongly suggest you guys go ahead and check the channel out. Show some love. Now the views you are getting, you should be at just about 4,000 subs now because you're moving good. When I first saw your channel, you was at like 2.25K, and then like within like a day or two, it was at like 3.7 something. And I was like, oh, they are getting it in. They are loving what he's doing. You're on the high road right now. You'll hit 10,000 subs relatively fast. You'll probably hit 20,000, 25,000 subs relatively fast because the food market on YouTube, especially if you know how to market it right, and it's something that's great, you could end up hitting 35,000 subs this year, getting there doing that. And then when that happens, your regular video views, they'll catch on there because you're gonna have to get the watch hours. You know, you're getting all the traction in now, and that's what I'm on, getting all the traction. I'm fully monetized, but I got traction in first, then start doing the live streams and doing interviews like this. Once I start doing the interviews with people doing stuff like you, more people watch for a longer period of time, and then your watch hours going up like that. You know what I mean? But they watch the shorts. Your shorts are awesome. You got a lot of people that you are speaking with, conducting interviews with. One of my main thing is you got to speak to the people, let the people tell other people about what it is to get them to go ahead and come on in. And you got that going on. Now, when you go to a new spot, how soon are you notifying the people on where you're going to be at next?
So right now I'm still in charge of all the marketing, but my number is public. I'm gonna give it out right now. 205-266-1087. Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and now YouTube. Big Dawgs Bessemer. I make 2 posts a day, if not at least 1, and the location and time is on there daily. So I get a lot. And this is the negative part. A lot of times, people will find a page and send a message and say, "Hey, where you at today?" I can't really respond because I'm on the grill. So that's why I try to warn everybody. The location is always posted on my page every day. If I'm closed, like today I was closed, we got bad weather here in Alabama today. It's been jet black all day raining, so I didn't work. Tomorrow we're back out, but it's posted daily, and you get video content every single day, no matter what, on all platforms with the location.
I like how you said all platforms. That's something that I like to preach. A lot of people don't understand that when you're doing the marketing thing, you can be on one platform, but that's not what you want to do. You want to be able to get to people going, because some people don't go on certain platforms. They only go on the one that they like. So you got to be able to get on all platforms, put your stuff over there, and then you'll get a following on each of them. And then you just go from there. So what you get on one platform, now all your views total going on, people are really tuning in to you. And then people, what you don't understand is, from all the platforms that you are on, whatever phone device that you are on, Google, if you're on Apple, if you're on whatever else it is, when they go on their search engines and stuff like that, people, you go pop up in all that, and all of that stuff. That's what you want. That's the best marketing, and getting yourself out there and speaking in front of different people all the time. Now my channel we just hit yesterday, we just hit 4 million views in the 2 years I've been on here. Well, the second year will be complete on February 22nd. That's when our first video dropped. So got 4 million views so far doing that. And I understand that when I put stuff up in the algorithm right now, especially with shorts, it's going to a lot of people. So what I like to do is conduct the interviews, because when I do these, I take out short clips and stuff like that. I throw them up, and then people go ahead and click on your stuff. They click on whoever stuff, and it's just showing love all the way around. People, it's Black History Month. I told you guys I was gonna start it off with a bang, start you off with something that you ain't never seen, and I did it right now. So we got, to me personally, I've dubbed it the best burger on YouTube that I've seen. Period. Hands down. I've dubbed it that. People, I eat, I cook, I know what the hell I'm looking at. I'm looking at the reactions of people. I'm seeing how the juiciness falls from the meat. I'm seeing all that. To me, that's the best burger I have seen on YouTube. Period. I'm putting a stamp on that one. That's just coming from me. That's just me. So
I appreciate that. It was a lot of
yeah.
hard work to get it and create it. And right now I'm just working. I do want to give one more exclusive. The seasoning will be available very soon. I'm gonna try to have that done. Start selling the seasonings. Give me about a week or 2 weeks, and we're gonna have those bottled up ready. Because people, one thing somebody said in one of the street interviews, I just don't know how you get in the flavor. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because like you said, some people want to see, man, I can probably cook that at home. That ain't worth it. They'll see that, but it's like, okay, I can't. How is it getting the flavor? Well, I'm gonna share a little bit of the world. I do want to share the seasoning. I put a lot of love and slave and sweat equity to creating that seasoning, and yeah, I want everybody to eat and grow up just like me.
People, hey, the seasoning got the love. And I was gonna ask you too about the flavor, and you already said they asking about the flavor, how it kick like that. Now, one quick question. How some places you gotta wait to bite the burger because it be too piping hot. How are yours when they first, before they take that first bite? Do they gotta blow it first, or can they just go and bite into it?
The way I cook, because I know exactly what you're talking about. The way it's cooked, once you pop the foil, you can bite directly into it. It won't burn your mouth. It's not like that. But and the reason why is because I've learned if I plate it and wrap it in that foil, even if you walk straight to the car in 30 seconds and open it, it's like that foil gives it that, like, okay, it's not burning my mouth. Now, if you try to eat it without me folding it up, you're gonna have to. It'll be a little hot. You know what I'm saying? But when I seal it up in that foil, you let it sit in there for 30. I've had some people tell me they've drove 40 minutes with the food and got it, and it was still warm. And I said it's because and I told people it's because it's fresh cooked food. It's fresh. That's what it is, and it just holds perfectly in that foil.
Right. Now check this out. Me myself, when I was doing my plates also too, some people said, hey, I'm not coming to work today. Could you go ahead and swing it by my house? So I was doing my own deliveries for my food too. Have people asked you, can you do deliver? Can you do deliveries?
That was more so like the first year when I was a little slow. Now I just can't. It's too many people. It's cars lined up soon as I get there. So no, it's not. And Grubhub did reach out and try to partner. The only thing is with my product, right now I just don't want it delivered now. So to get the experience, you do have to pull up on me right now.
Right. And you put it up there. I'm the official news channel of the gig world. We got bad drivers that say, well, it don't look like we getting paid enough, and they won't come and pick your order up. So then you made food for no reason, and it's just sitting there because they don't think they gonna get paid enough. A lot of restaurants get screwed by the drivers because that is what they do. So just make sure that I will wait until you see how it's running inside your inside the actual building. You know what I mean? Do that. Wait till you get the building and all that stuff set up, so you ain't got to be worrying about, let me do this order. They may show up, they may not. That might slow you down too. You know what I mean? That just might slow you down. But that is nice that Grubhub reached out because they see you got something good. DoorDash and Uber Eats will be doing the same old thing because you got something good there, man. What I would like to do is, when I hit you up, I asked everybody this. When I hit you up, what were you thinking, and how quick did you go to check my channel out first before you was like, okay, I can go ahead and communicate with him?
All right, here's to be honest. I get interview requests and people reach out to me on a daily basis now. The reason I chose you is because of one thing. You were consistent and you got on the phone. You called me immediately. When I sent my number, what's the first thing you did?
Gave you a call? First
You
thing.
called me. What I see with a lot of people, they'll want me to give them an interview, which is cool. I don't mind because, I understand the content game. I'm in the content game myself. But my time is so restricted and limited now that if you say, hey, I want to do an interview, and you don't follow up with me right then, you'll just fall by the wayside. So oh man, 3 weeks to went by. Oh man, I got busy. Hey, I got busy too, but when I saw that you were urgently ready to do it, I said, okay, I'll take some time out of my day and sit down with them.
I appreciate that. That's one thing I pride myself on with the interviews. When I try to get them done, I want to get them done hot and fresh like that. And on the opposite end, it's some people that'll tell me yes, and then they're the ones that's lagging. And then when they say, "Oh yeah, you ready?" Well, I'm already doing this right now. So you know what I mean. So I like this, like you say. Let me see what you about. And then right after I called, you didn't pick up. The very next thing I did was I left you a text and put a hot fact with Robert Reese. I left you a text instantly right after that. So hey, that's the phone number. That's the text right there. I know who it is. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Now, this is all you gotta do now. Let the people know where they can find you at. And and let them know first, let them know what you recommend from your menu, then let them know where they can find you at and do all that stuff for the interview as well.
All right, so like I say, I went through the menu with you guys, but on all platforms, it's easy. Big Dawgs Bessemer. Dog is Dawgs. Big Dawgs Bessemer. Bessemer is spelled Bessemer. Big Dawgs Bessemer. Google search, it'll come up. And for my location, the easiest thing to do is on any platform, click on it. The location is going to be in the caption and the time. Also, you can call your order in to help with wait times because, like I said, I am doing everything by myself. My number is 205-266-1087. You got a complaint, you just want to. I got a lot of people now just calling me. A guy called me from South Carolina just to say, hey, I'm watching the content every day. Don't quit. So, I take everybody's call. Y'all call me. I'm going to pick that phone up. If the phone does not ring, it's literally because I'm on the phone with somebody. So just call me back, leave a message. I'll get back with you. And like I said, that's how you find me. Now, when you come, you got to try the big one. Just go ahead and try it. If it's too big, bring a friend and y'all eat it. Try the big one. That's the item that's gotten me all the notoriety. Just try it. Is it a $30 burger? Yes, it is. But you'll be able to feed 2 people with it. It is worth every single dollar. Fresh hand-paid patties. with my seasoning, and yeah, that's it. And of course, we're in Alabama. You've got to try the Kaneka sausage, but that's why I recommend the big one. You're already getting on top of the burger.
So you doing something like, what like 10, 15, and 30 for the big one?
Yeah, so the champ is 10, the Roddy is 15, the bully is 20. The big one is 30.
Okay, yeah, exactly. And people, when you look at the size and the portion sizes, people, look at the portion sizes, people. Look at the size of the burger. You go get the flavor, the love, the freshness, how he took his time and love to do that for you guys. And people are lining up. He said they lining up in the cars before he even get there. That's how great this product is. Make sure you head over to the channel. And people, if you head on over there, leave a comment and say, Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent me over. Let them know. Let them know where you came from. We all the way in Cali, y'all. I want to say, y'all, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping on by. This ain't going to be the last one. I got a feeling. I
appreciate the opportunity. And, man, I'm going to have to pull up on you, man. I'm going to start doing more traveling, getting my name out there. And I just got to reach different markets. Last place I was in New Orleans, just spreading the word about Big Dawgs, because Big Dawgs eventually will be known all across the country.
All across. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. People, did you hear that? Business. Don't quit. Stick to it. You know, find yourself a mentor that is really looking out for your best interest and can really help you out. Stay tunnel vision on that, and then watch your dream go. Without further ado, people, you know what I do? We out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. See y'all later.